sometimes it snows in May. You can plan for anything. You can plan for everything. You can have contingencies and backups, but sometimes it still snows in May. But you know what? That stops the bugs, which lets us work. And had we had guests here at the Red Bay Lodge, had we had our big grand opening plans, we'd likely be eating leftovers and warming up with freezing fans. Perhaps a global pandemic diverted us from our own small-scale disaster on the Bruce Peninsula. Life has a funny way of working sometimes. We just gotta go with the flow. Let nature have its course. And this tourist-free, bug-free, worry-free May, it gives us opportunity to create our new, different future. The world is built on dreams. It's crafted by dreamers. Almost everything man-made started with a wild dream. Many of us, we dream of a life filled with everything not man-made. And every one of those dreamers, they had a chance to stop, to move on, to retreat when it got tough. There was a moment for all of them when they sat on the road, had that second to pause and thought, is this the way? Those things are built now. That was their moment. Welcome to our moment, to our way. Let me give you a question to ponder as you sit there watching this screen. If you had wings, if you could fly like a bird, where would you be seen? Would you top the highest mountains? Would you speed across the sea? Would you hang out by the chip trucks? That one sounds pretty good to me. If you had 2 wings and you could fly anywhere you choose, would you go far or near? I'll tell you what, all of these birds, they have 2 wings. They all decided to fly here. I'd welcome you to listen to the birds here at Red Bay on the Bruce. You'll hear a world-class show daily from the comfort of your cabin window. You'll get a sunset encore like you'd never believe. Or maybe you would believe, because you've already been planning to come visit us after COVID-19. So let's talk a bit about those plans. What we're doing right now, live on Facebook. We're renovating the whole lodge. Pretty well by ourselves now with a skeleton crew, since COVID slowed that one right down. So here's a bit about the plan for this upcoming month of June. We're painting this sucker. It's about to become a lodge. A big, brown, wood-themed lodge. Exactly like you're picturing it. What you're not picturing yet is how amazing the grounds will be. After we landscape our gathering space and build an elevated fire pit. Then we're putting in private decks for each cabin with a prime view of our cedar center stage. A stage for moments as special as the place that surrounds it. We're building a venue here, not for rock concerts, but for experiences, for moments with those that share passions with you, like the nature-based programming we'll be bundling with our weekend stays all winter. For your family and friends to come to a safe space together and experience something special, like our holiday markets this Christmas. Our campfire concerts, they might be on hold, but our dreams push forward. You can watch live on Facebook. Well, some of it's live, like our Saturday sunsets from the skies. The rest, it just gets posted daily. You just have to come along. We've had to shift many of our plans, and it's quiet here now. Instead of opening our arms, we've had to close our doors. But the Bruce has never been louder online. Our voice is screaming the good news. It's being heard by you, and for that, you have our gratitude in being part of this story. This is a new world, a completely different version of what it means to travel and experience. The race, it already began, and now we have different hurdles. We no longer can set our targets on being the busiest or the biggest, at least not yet. Our success will depend on our ability to adapt to small, private, and safe. Breaking into this industry on the cusp of something so drastic, it's terrifying. But it's opportunity. We were already starting fresh. We may look at this as opportune timing. We aren't redefining ourselves. We were still putting those final touches on the Red Bay Lodge. Now those changes are tailor-made to protect you and us in this new world. It's all just a few months later than we thought. This pandemic, it will threaten many of the businesses that provide a heartbeat to this area. The very fabric that made us so passionate about wanting to build our new life here. If you've got the guts to build a business here, we don't want to let you fail. We will rally with you, with everything we've got. We will find a way to survive together. If you've got the drive to become part of this community, we are on the same team. Our mission here, it includes promoting our neighbors, our friends, our partners. We are part of the Bruce Peninsula now, and you are part of our story too. If you're looking to plan your trip to the Bruce Peninsula, we're making Hi Bruce the ultimate source. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and check out hibruce.ca for trip inspiration, itinerary planning, and when safe to operate, booking amazing things to do with over 30 Hi Bruce partners. Change. Everyone is scared of it. You have to understand perspective to see what people fear. Usually they fear the same things I fear. The unknown. Losing the ground beneath our feet. Going backwards. With imagery, perspective is everything. With life, understanding perspective is everything. Some people would rather stay in the same spot that they know, regardless of how the world spins around them. We've seen the past with our own eyes. It's our dreams that shape the future. There is no single savior here. The savior, it's becoming stronger together. Embracing change with perspective and reaping the benefits of progress together. It's the only scenario where both parties win. Take our internet, for an example. We transferred over the services when we bought the lodge, somehow getting into a 3-year contract. Fair to support the corporate ancestors of the guy who invented the telephone, I suppose. Now, in a global pandemic forcing us to stay closed, they want $1,500 to cancel. Why would we cancel? We're still opening this fall, operating all winter. We still need internet, of course. I'm a huge nerd. We just didn't know that despite having a literal cell phone tower on our property, that the internet speed here is from 1999. I can drive this video to Toronto faster than I can upload it from the Red Bay Lodge. That's insanity. It's 2020. I can fly a drone with the birds a kilometer away and send that HD feed of a sunset out to 500 people across the world every Saturday night. Any of my 3 cell phones, they transfer data at speeds nearly 100 times the wired internet that they charge us $97 a month for. There is no change here. Some prefer that. They want to charge us to stay in the past instead of building a better future here for the two of us together, because those wires are theirs and people fight to protect what's theirs. It shouldn't be us versus them. It shouldn't be you versus me. We're in this together. We're all in this together. Look at the stars. Those little moving ones. They aren't stars. They're satellites. Spacelink, low Earth orbit broadband, the future of our internet. It's already up there. We just don't know it yet. It's a side piece in a grand scheme to go to Mars, one that involves buying bigger companies to build bigger batteries so you can drive a car from space anywhere on Earth. One of those cars, it passed you on the way to the store today. One of those rockets, it brought 2 people to space 3 days ago. Seriously, it's here. If you pretend it's not, your head's deeper than the plovers. It's change that's happening because it supports a bigger purpose. There is no stopping change. They'd rather fight to protect what's theirs than help build a better future here on the Bruce Peninsula. For me, for you, for her. I don't think like that. I've never thought like that. We're building a better future here. One that involves you, me, a thriving ecosystem of commerce, of conservation, and compassion. This is a life worth living here. The cranky few, they already know that. They're scared that you'll find out too. We'll show you. Together is the way. You just have to come along. Maybe you'll visit. Maybe you'll watch our videos from home, wherever that is. Maybe you'll be inspired to start your new life. I've scared a lot of people because to them, I represent change. But we're doing this for the people who want the opportunity to live and work full time in the place that they love. I don't love this place seasonally. I love this place now, yesterday, tomorrow. We need to embrace change. We need to let the greater purpose fuel it. We're gonna build this. You can charge cancellation fees, or you can try and block progress. But a wise man once told me, you can't stop a rising tide. And baby, the Bruce is rising.